evening. Today is December 26th of 2022, and I am here to issue a warning to my fellow Californians and probably the rest of the states in this country at some point, sooner or later, depending on where you are. This was just brought to my attention just now, so this video is probably not going to be the best worded, the best edited, the best whatever. I just literally need you guys to hear this. Lock your California immunization registry data today. With the passing of AB 1797 beginning January 1st, 2023, all vaccines administered in California will be required to be entered into the CA Immunization Registry CARE. To note, vaccines from different state or country are not input into CAIR unless your Californian medical provider inputs them. Per existing care law under Health and Safety Code 12440, all patients, parents, guardians must be told that California medical providers will submit patient vaccination records and tuberculosis test results into CARE for access by medical care providers and other authorized care users. There is nothing a patient, parent, or guardian can do to stop this inputting of data, aka no opt-in option. There's also currently no way to fully opt out and completely remove vaccination or TB information from CARE. The only options currently available in California is to lock you or your child's CARE vaccine records. While this will prevent authorized users such as schools, colleges, licensed child care facilities, adult care facilities, foster care programs, CalWorks, and other entities that require vaccine information to participate from being able to access you or your child's vaccine information, you and your child's data will still remain in CARE and can be accessed by your physician or surgeon or CDPH. To review, physicians and surgeons have access to the patient information in CARE and can input patients' vaccine information into CARE. If you have locked you or your child's information, your doctor can still access this vaccine information in CARE. Licensed users, because I'm not going to read all that again, and other entities that require vaccine information to participate have access to download CARE information. Most of these entities still primarily take paper vaccination records and use CARE as a backup if a person does not have a copy of their or their child's vaccine records. These entities must get your permission to look up you and your child's vaccine information. If you have locked your information, they will not be able to access you or your child's vaccine information until you unlock your records. The California Department of Health has access to the full database without restriction, even if you have locked your child's information. So, as it stands right now, you can still lock things so that the people that are not necessarily your doctor or people that are directly dealing with your health can you can stop at least some people from being able to access your records. Which, to be honest, like, this is already a HIPAA violation. Your health information should be protected by HIPAA. Everybody should be advocating for HIPAA. Like, I'm really concerned even with that, because I looked a little bit at I looked a little bit at some of the laws that were passed like um earlier on. For example, there was a couple of vaccine laws that were passed in 2019, like right before, the whole everything around us blew up. So, I just and so they go through a little bit more of this law, and I'm not going to read into this whole thing. But I will I want to show you. So basically, the only thing that I have been able to find, and granted, I did do some Google searching, like, before I recorded this video, but honestly, this whole thing is so urgent, in my opinion, that I had to immediately, basically, I had to Google and find what I could about this and how to opt out of it, and which this article does cover, and how to protect ourselves from the to the best of our ability. But I can't find anything, and I searched around for a while. I can't find anything that says we can do anything but lock the forms. This the people that wrote this article, this Voice for Choice group, doesn't seem to think that we can do much either. So as far as I know, it's pretty much a wrap, and all you can do is lock your vaccination data. If I do somehow find anything else out, if I figure out how to ask the right question on Google in a way that's not going to make them basically ignore what I actually asked, which is kind of what happened up to this point, then I will absolutely provide you an update. I'll absolutely provide you an update of any good news with this, but for the time being, I'm just going to show you this form. Let's talk a little bit about locking your data. So, here is how you do it. And this article, which I'm going to link this below for you. This article does go through how to lock your data. It's pretty straightforward. It wants your information. You got to put all your information. Here's your parents, where you put your first name, middle name, last name, date of birth, gender, care patient ID if you know it. Or you can give the street address of, I think, your primary care office. That's what I did. And your address, and if this is all your child's information if you're a parent. So it's pretty straightforward. The only thing I'm a little bit concerned about is that it says that it takes 5 to 7 days for your information to be reviewed. So if I were you, I would, like, get out of this video immediately and go submit that form. Because that's, for right now, that's the only recourse that I could see happening. And I'm not really sure what to do myself if there's any way that we can like legally defend ourselves, which I've already started looking at. I will update you if any of my local if any of the other locals are going to try and put something together to legally deal with this. I'll inform you to the best of my ability, but right now the best thing you can do is submit these forms. And I just think that I was thinking about this yesterday, and I think it's something a lot of us in the truth community know, but we often forget is that during times like this, Christmas, New Year's, even 4th of July, all the major holidays that we celebrate that we're supposed to be spending with our families, those are the times that you have to be very vigilant with things like this. Because had I not just checked my email and seen something from some local people, I would never have known that this was going on. And, I don't know, like, I don't spend a lot of time on, like, social media or anything like that anymore. So I don't know how much this has been passed around, but what I do know is that this is serious, and these are the times, especially with the beginning of the new year, these are the times that we have to be vigilant. And it's really unfortunate how that works. How it seems like every time there's a holiday or something people are supposed to be able to look forward to, that's when you have to be the most vigilant because that's when they quietly sneak in these laws. Christmas, New Year's, Thanksgiving, 4th of July, whatever it is, any of these family holidays, that's when you have to look extra hard at what they're pushing. And for the time being, that's all I really have for you. I'm hoping that I'll have more for you soon. You guys have a fantastic rest of your evening. Goodbye.